first became interested in the piece by Morton Feldman called For Bunita Marcus. It's a solo piano piece. I first became interested in it in 2012, where I saw a performance of it by Italian pianist Marino Fomenti. He performed it many times over a 3-week period in Berlin in a wooden house that was in front of the Berliner Festspiele. It's quite an interesting project. And what really astounded me about the piece is what Morton Feldman does with time and what he does with space. And it's not easy what he does. He works very intuitively. I've read many reports about his work where people say there are not many systems that he used or that they were aware of that he used. And from what one can gather, he worked using his developed consciousness and intuition to place these sounds in space, but not in the way that some composers might push sounds around, place them deliberately, but place them rather so that they sound right in that time and in that space. By that I mean that a lot of the sounds happen in their own time. They're given a lot of space and they're given a lot of time to develop. And the sounds comprise small motifs, small repetitive motifs or repeated motifs. But we're not supposed to think in terms of motifs. I mean, the notes are in different kind of spectral registers, or different registers of the piano, which make it a very challenging piece, not only to listen to, but actually to perform, to learn to perform. Because the underlying metric structure is quite complicated. It changes regularly. It really actually astonished me. That's a very strong word to say, but it did astonish me how beautiful that piece is that Feldman wrote. And I wanted to actually look at it from the point of view of a composer, but also from the point of view as a pianist, performer. My background was playing percussion and piano, and I returned after many years to playing piano again. And so for my yearly concert series, house concert series, Aufwand, I thought it would be a good opportunity to get to grips with this piece and to see what Morton Feldman does with it and what he does with me as a performer. And I can honestly say that in rehearsing the piece and getting to know the piece, there are many times where you just get lost in the beautiful sound world that he creates, which is, I guess, what any composer could wish for. But of course, you have to somehow digest that, ingest that, and be able to project it to other people so that they have the same feeling of space that you experience when you're performing the piece. It's a beautiful piece. It's not performed that often that I know. It was written in 1985. There are a few recordings of it, very spatial, beautiful recordings. Of course, they're all done with grand pianos in wonderful spaces. I only have a small upright piano, so I'm challenging also the piano to try and communicate what Morton Feldman had. And this also has, as a performer, its own technical limitations, because you can't do with this piano what you can with a normal concert grand piano or even a boudoir grand piano. So it's challenging on many levels to get to play it, but also to be able to articulate the space correctly and the timbres that Feldman uses. I hope everyone will enjoy it when I perform it. It's certainly not, it's taken me so long to actually get through it to feel that I can come to terms with what this piece has to offer. So it's certainly not going to be something that I just perform and then forget about. It's going to be in my repertoire. So I would recommend it to anyone who can play the piano. There are some beautiful moments in it. Well, not some, there are many. The whole piece is one beautiful moment or series of moments. I would recommend anyone to listen to it. Thank you, Morton Feldman.